Well, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Three Crones and the Woo Woo. Hi, everybody. My name is Gayle Nicholson. I am your Dragon Slayer Woo Crone with Creative Command Coaching and Consulting. To my side, we have the sometimes frozen, sometimes not, Miss Krista Ducharme with Dimensional Healing with Krista. And supporting us all from below, once again, is Damaris Samolinski with Ask the Genie with Damaris Samolinski. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm excited. I am
really good.
Music, I get so happy.
Yes.
You know?
It is. It's happy music. I like it. I like it. It is. It's rarely happy music. So I'm going to show everybody. Can I show everyone?
Yes.
I want to show everyone my cup. I want to show everyone my mug.
Okay.
All right. So it's Christmas market season here. And we went to our very first Christmas market in Aachen, Germany, which is like seriously less than 30 minutes away. And their cup, they have what's called the Hexenhof, which is the witch's house. And I got my Glühwein in this awesome mug that has little witches on it.
And a moon.
Isn't
it awesome? And Kevin got his too. Hold on. Kevin's is a different color. Hold on. His is black.
Ooh, I like that one too.
I do too. That's beautiful.
There we go.
I like the black one.
Very nice.
Isn't that one?
Yes. It
does.
You know?
It does. It does have a pop. It has a big pop. And then they have a red one, and they have a pink one. And it was red. Pink. Oh, and then they have this golden mustardy yellow one. So yes, but Tracy and I are going to be going. Hi, Tracy. We're going on Friday to Hexen, or we're going to the Aachen market.
For Tracy to be traveling.
It is. She's going to be getting on the plane soon.
Ooh. Awesome.
Yes, So Tracy and I are going to be hitting some Christmas markets before we head a bit further south.
Yes, Allison.
We'll be hitting a few of them. We have the one in. Let's see. We're going to do Valkenburg Caves, which is super cool because of the cave art. And then we're going to be going to Aachen. We're going to a fabulous one at a castle just across the border too, in a different direction. It's still in Germany. And then we're going to do Aachen, and we're going to do we're going to Munschau. Their market is super cute because it looks like it's a little tiny Bavarian town. And if we're lucky, maybe it'll snow.
Ooh. Oh, that'd be so beautiful.
Yes.
It is. It's one of my favorite little places to go. So yes. So we'll be hitting up some Christmas markets, but I had to show you this mug. I get so excited. I was doing the happy dance when I saw this mug. I was like,
what is the shape of it? It almost kind of looks like a shoe.
Right? That's what I thought.
It is. The shape. Yep. It's the shape. And Kevin, it's a perfect size for black coffee. And we're seeing the trolls as soon as she gets off the plane tomorrow.
He's so funny.
And then we get our happy asses up next Monday and fly to Italy.
Love it. So you're just putting it all out there.
That's awesome.
Well, yes, Yeah, the Italy part came up as a surprise. That wasn't necessarily in the original planned itinerary, but yes, our son is pulling in with his, and so the three of us are going to go and meet him.
That's wonderful.
So phenomenal. I mean, how many families can say that if they can do that?
Happy dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty lucky.
I'm not narrowly sure, but I love the bill.
Yeah.
And your remote viewing.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm manifesting
That's awesome. That's awesome. Pretty
Right.
soon, and if in a few weeks,
share,
we're gonna be Damaris, come on. Get out of the bathroom.
Oh my goodness. Too funny.
No, it's wonderful. For those of you who did not get to see the moon and woo yet,
Please meet us in a different room.
I won't do that. Just like to go sightseeing, pretty much. That's what I'll be doing. Not going into bedrooms and stuff.
There you go.
Go ahead, Gayle.
Okay.
Catch
So
them up.
for those of you who did not see,
It's all good. It's all good.
Woo, it's probably because you're not a Patreon member. So definitely get on that. You want to be a Patreon member because we're doing some really cool special stuff over there on the Patreon page. And that this week was the moon and woo for the new moon in Sagittarius happening today. Just very, very exciting. I cannot wait to do the intentional manifestations for this one. This is like gonna bust everything open. What, Krista?
She froze. There you go.
I was gonna say it's happening now, and I'm all excited.
Yes, it is.
I'm excited, and I keep buffering, guys. I'm sorry.
No worries. No
That's
worries.
okay.
We'll go get along with it. But as to the powers that be, we could appreciate a little free flow for the next hour or so. Thanks.
Yes.
I
second that.
Awesome stuff. All right. So join us on the Patreon group. Yesterday we were talking about and those of you who have strange interests in life, you get to see me just rolling out of bed with no makeup on. So that was an event. You got to check in for that one. It's worth the $4 a month for that one. No, 15, right? Because that was amethyst level, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was fun, and we did a lot of in-depth stuff, which we're going to talk a little bit about all that stuff as well today. Damaris' segment especially. But you won't get to know the Crones crystal that she picked for the moon and because it's different today.
Yeah.
On the show. So you'll have to sign up for Patreon.
It is very different. Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And you didn't freeze.
Yeah.
On
Our amethyst level, I sent them. Am I what? Did I unfreeze? Am I frozen?
You didn't freeze.
You just stopped like you were frozen and was like, wait, she's frozen? She's blinking. Wait.
No, I didn't freeze it. Okay, did I? I was just thinking about that. We're all like, here, are we frozen? No freezing happened yesterday. And that was like really funny. I'm like, now I feel like, what the heck over?
Is it because we were on a Zoom rather than live? I don't know.
You know what? Maybe that's it. Maybe it was because we were on Zoom instead of StreamYard.
Yeah.
StreamYard, get your poop in the group.
That's right.
All right. So Miss Tracy, Tracy gets a pass. Because she was working a 12-hour day and making it her last day.
Wow. Yeah.
Yay for you, Tracy. That's so awesome.
There you
go.
Awesome. We're celebrating.
Awesome stuff. And I'm really excited that you're leaving the country.
That is a good thing.
It's kind of like going against traffic when you're commuting. So everything
and it looks like
on the other side of the road.
A storm?
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is gonna be
Well, thank you and welcome to everybody who has joined us today, whether you're buffering or not. You know the rules. If this is something that you like, you think your friends might like, please share it out. Yeah, see there, she's not really buffering. She's like
look at her.
I love it.
So funny.
I love it. Right, so for those of you who love us, please do share this out with your friends. Tag people if you can. Let them know that we are on live now, or they can come back and watch it again later. Hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. We love the fact that we are growing so fast, especially over there on YouTube. So we want to make sure that the party is here for everybody. All right?
All right.
Yep.
So shall we get right into it? It's a little earlier than we normally head into Damaris. Yeah, but there's a lot to talk about because it's like boom, boom, boom. What's happening this next, within this next 36 hours is literally world changing. So let's get going with this.
All right. So Sag, is being highlighted, right? The planets, the zodiac sign Sagittarius. So the sun, the new moon, Venus, Mercury will be all in conjunction in the sign of Sagittarius. So I want to break it down so people understand with the Sagittarius and what it represents, and then also what Jupiter, which is the ruler, represents also, so that we could understand what it is that we could be manifesting. So I'll start with Jupiter. Jupiter is the benevolence planet. It's it's very optimistic. It's almost like the planet of angels, if you will. It's also the planet that is helping the Earth ascend to higher levels, or I always call it the fifth dimensional reality. Neptune and Jupiter are both responsible for that. Jupiter also is a planet of expansion. It wants us to expand on a conscious level. So I'm going to leave that there for a second, and I'm going to talk about Sagittarius. Sagittarius represents our religious or spiritual beliefs. It represents higher education, higher learning. Whether that higher education and higher learning is, let's say, going to grade school and then college, but I'm talking about even higher than that. I'm talking about learning about world things or learning spirituality, right? Higher learning. It has to do with our values, our ideals, our philosophy in life, our limiting beliefs. That's what Sag is representing. And I say Sag. Sag also says, I am sage, I am wise. And so when you look at that combination of Jupiter and Sagittarius, it's really saying to you, become the sage, become the guru, right? It's talking about spirituality, it's talking about religion. Are we going to be influenced by someone else's belief systems, or we're going to go within and expand our own? That's where the I am sage comes in. It also represents, getting out of our limiting beliefs, right? So if, like we were talking about on the show yesterday, the three of us, about if you believe that you can't grow new limbs, you won't. If you believe that you can, you will. And so it's how our limiting beliefs, like keeping us stuck in a sense, right? Mm-hmm. And so what are we manifesting with this new moon? What's possible, right? What else is possible to manifest? For me, and I spoke about that yesterday, I want to be able to do remote viewing. I want to be able to, so, Krista and Tracy are going to Italy. I want to be there too, even if I'm home. So I want to meditate and be able to remote view and walk with them. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't have to travel there. I don't have to take a flight there, because when we're in that space, there is no time and space in that energy there, right? So we transcend time and space. So we have to sort of like start expanding our minds, expanding our belief system, so we're not limited. So when it comes to manifestation in the sign of Sag, with the new moon in Sag, for me, it's like, I don't want something material at that point. I want something that's, beyond the physical, beyond, what's tangible. I want something greater and bigger, especially because Jupiter is a benevolence planet. It wants me to expand to higher levels. It wants me to, like the Christ said, we will go on to do bigger things and more things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're in that point. The planet is literally ascending to higher dimensions. So why are we still limiting ourselves? Why are we still, like not tapping into our own, abilities, if you will? We all have them. We all have those abilities. And so that's really, and I don't know, maybe in the comments, people can put down what they would like to manifest in this, new moon. But really, when you talk about also the other planets, like Venus, right? Venus, Mercury is a planet that has to do with our communication, the communication that we're having now, the communication that we have with ourselves, and the communication we have with spirit. Mercury is a messenger. And so what does that communication look like? And also has to do with listening, what we hear, right? In our inner ear, or the voice, the voice of God, right? We could only hear it when we're in a quiet space, right? So Mercury also has to do with intelligence. It has to do with our intellectual capacity. We could only manifest to where our mental capacity can expand to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Limited in our mental capacity, we're going to be limited in whatever we want to manifest. And that's what really Jupiter is trying to get, like stretch us out of our, comfort zone, if you will, or stretch our beliefs, since we've been all like so, I'm going to say so numbed and dumbed down, right? It wants us to, free ourselves, if you will, of that and expand to infinite possibilities. So it's a really, really nice dynamic. This is a huge shift that some of us can make. And I'm saying some of us because there will be some that can't see beyond that can't see beyond the physical. And so the Venus energy also is, all about love and all about being, ruling from your heart chakra. And so again, with that Jupiter energy, those two planets, Venus and Jupiter together, they're amazing. Benevolence, blessings, jubilee. Like we can have all of that. We can, if you can imagine it, you can create it. It's really what I want to say. So this new moon manifestation for me is not of a physical manifestation. It's something beyond the physical for me. And so, and we all have that ability. We can all expand our consciousness to that if we wanted to. Anything you guys want to add?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, interestingly enough, when we did the show yesterday, the Moon and Woo, we got around to talking about what the bleep do we know?
Yes.
Right. So right here, right now, I want everybody who's watching to put into the comments if you've watched What the Bleep. If you have, just put bleep. If you've watched What the Bleep, even you two on the replays, if you're watching this on the replay, if you've ever seen What the Bleep do we know, put that in the comments. I rewatched it this morning. I pulled it out.
Did
And
you?
I watched it again this morning.
Awesome.
I did. Yeah, so we got to get Krista on board and have her watch it because I know Damaris has seen it. I've seen it. And I really enjoyed like visiting back again and seeing Joe Dispenza so young and, all of the people that were in it. Because this is like 20 years old now, at least.
Yeah.
But it's wonderful, wonderful information.
Yes.
Allison Urban says she's never heard of it. Oh, honey, you don't know what you're missing.
You gotta watch it, Allison.
Yep, it is an absolutely great explanation from a number of different scientists. Most of them are the United States. One of them, I believe, was from India, and another one, I think she has a bit of a German accent, but I'm not sure that she actually lives in Europe or not. But find it on YouTube or something like that because you gotta watch it. And it's got the most amazing graphics to it. And it explains how we consistently create our reality, whether we believe we do or not. It's quantum physics. It's your thoughts affecting your cells. Yep. It's the world that occurs to you, like that shows up for you. The 5 things that you're looking for in a world of a million things. that actually get to make it through and color your life, and how you can change what those things are and how to do it. On the scale of metaphysical movies, you've got The Secret, that's a big thing, and What the Bleep. I prefer What the Bleep.
Me
My
too.
complaint with The Secret is that they do an awful lot of, just pray about it, just whatever. They do tell the truth that, there's a lot more that goes into it than just, wishing and then waiting for it to show up,
That's right.
But they cover that very, very important little secret. It's still kind of a secret. You can miss it so easy in that movie, right? But What the Bleep explains the physiological processes and how we create our lives based on, the physics in our body, the proteins in our body, the chemicals that are generated by the thoughts that we have, and so forth. And I'm just really revved up, as you can tell, again.
I love it.
Right? Especially on a day like today, when we're talking about the Sagittarius themes, Jupiter's themes, Mercury, the communicator, all of that. And this is the couple of days for what we want to manifest through the end of this year and the beginning of next year. By spring, we will see these things come to pass. And the best part about it all is that we've got this going on today, where the couple of planets are moving into Sagittarius. And then tomorrow the sun moves into Sagittarius. And then Thursday, we've got the #1 gratitude day of the year.
Yes. Thanksgiving.
Okay?
Yes.
So you have 2 days to think about it, write this stuff down, and then give your Thanksgiving, at least for us here in the U.S. And, I'm going to say for Krista, since Tracy's coming to visit, we're going to have a little bit of gratitude over in Europe as well.
Yes. I want to add something to what you were saying, especially about the movie, because when you say, in speaking of Mercury and the planet of communication and how we speak to ourselves about ourselves. And if we say we're fat, we're ugly, we really are expanding that. The planet Jupiter expands anything you focus on. So if you are, let's say you're an addict, it will expand that. It doesn't say, no, this is not good for Gayle, Krista, or Damaris. It will expand whatever we focus on. So when we're speaking to ourselves in a negative way, we're really our own worst enemy. And especially during these days, you're going to expand that as well. So we got to be really careful what we're trying to manifest, or how we speak about ourselves or our world or our life, because you'll expand that also, if it's in a negative way. So I wanted
the universe is just one big yes machine. If you say, I always get the shittiest parking spot. Yes, dear, you will always get the shittiest parking spot.
Yes, you will.
That's right. And you'll continue to.
This will help you.
Of course we will.
But if you're one of those people, if you do it in reverse, where you always get the best parking spot, you will always have that.
That's what's tricky when we're manifesting, right? Because if we're in a negative space, I don't recommend it, because you're gonna create more of that negativity.
Oh yeah, don't. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, remember, where your energy goes is where that energy flows.
100%.
So just keep that in mind. 100%. That is one of those parts that people have a tendency to forget. And yes, there will be loads of gratitude happening in Europe.
Yes. And actually, that's a way of accelerating our manifestation too. When we're grateful, when we have gratitude, we accelerate it. So,
definitely,
it's a good week for all these energies to be taking place. It's a wonderful week. I want to give a shout out to Ada. Today's her birthday.
Ada! Happy birthday!
We talk about somebody to be grateful for. Ada has been such a devout supporter of Three Crones and the Woo Woo. Thank you so much, Ada, for being here consistently, sharing us out, loving us up. We really appreciate you. Hope you have a fantastic year ahead and every wish that you wish comes true for you.
Oh, that's wonderful. And I second that, Ada. I'll second that. In regards to the number 3.
And then today, I'm going to third it, which will make it.
Yes. Yes. Awesome. But the number 3, it's ruled by Jupiter. So funny enough, its co-ruler is Mercury. Funny
enough. Nice.
And why is that? Okay. Because that energy of the 3 is all about creativity. It's all about also expanding ourselves, expanding our self-expression in whatever way that form that may be. It's also all about being a mediator, being, it's also about manifestation, to be honest, because, we have the Holy Trinity there, right? The Father, the Mother, the Child, or the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, however you want to see it, however you want to look at it. It's about manifestation. It's about bringing life, whether life is a physical life or life, something else you're bringing into your life. You're giving birth to something new. And so
wherever 2 or more are gathered, there I am.
Yes, definitely. So it's, that number is also adding to everything we're speaking about, with the planets and the signs and everything else. So it is really a time of greater manifestation, is a time of looking beyond, like I said, metaphysics is beyond the physical. Looking beyond that, expanding ourselves. Like I said, we're going into a new dimension, a new state of consciousness, less, manifest beyond what we can imagine. Sometimes, and I'll just give you this and I'll give it to Krista. Sometimes I was thinking, I want to manifest more, like more money, right? Say that, for example. But is it more money that I want to manifest, or is it the objects that the money can buy me? And so, right? And so why don't I get the objects?
Right.
Rather than the money.
Right. And it's when we're doing our manifestation, intentional, energetic woo, right? Whatever that shows up to be for each of you individually, when we're doing that, right? It's always most powerful, not even to focus on, I need more money, right? Or even I need more money to buy this, or to repair my car, or to, pay the rent, right? It's never really even about that. It's about the energetic feeling, right? The vibrational feeling that having that object gives us, right? So when it's paying the rent, maybe it's, I want to feel cozy and secure and, like I've got my space around me. Or if it's repairing your car, I want to feel confident that I can get from here to there without any problems. So you want to actually ask yourself, what are those feelings that I want to experience more of? And get into that, because you can change your physiology to feel a feeling at any time. Actors do this and get paid for it constantly. Right?
Exactly.
And really literally taking it on as if this is happening to you at the very end.
It's there.
And if you approach it from that, like it's already happened, with the gratitude of the action of it already happened, of it already happening or has happened. There we go. I was like, I'm missing a word there. That as though it has already happened. Whoa, I'm having problems. It's that really sets that energy. It really sets it, and it helps it to. You've already brought it forth because it's already there. It's just a case to receive it.
Definitely. And I just think like what I was saying, if I'm trying to manifest money, but then if I get that money, then I'm gonna then go buy the object. I'd rather just take that step away and just manifest the object or whatever it is, and then it's a less of a step, to that.
I agree.
See, now here's the thing that I want to like.
So I'm going to give an example.
Okay. Well, I was get froze.
Let Gayle go, and then you can go, Krista.
Well, stair stepping.
You go, Gayle, and then I'll go.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, with the idea of manifesting money, right? When we want to manifest money, there is a part of us in the back of the head that knows the reality, right? I'm going to get this money and then I'm going to have to give it away.
Yeah.
And that's not as good a feeling as the receiving of it, right?
Yes.
So there is this mixed signal for a lot of people, including myself, right? When we're trying to manifest money, just because we have to give it away again, and then we feel empty again or disappointed, or, darn it, there's so many other things that I would love to have been able to do with this money, right?
Yep.
And the universe does not like mixed messages.
100%.
It will benefit. If you got clarity, it's like yes, 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 yes. If you've got mixed emotions and mixed feelings about it, it's like, well, I'll wait. I've got eternity. I'll wait till you're clear.
Yes. Definitely. That's exactly
so
right.
You can think of it this way. A tree always gets its leaves, right? As long as it's a living, breathing tree. It doesn't ask for a couple of them. It always receives all the leaves it should need. A tree understands there are no limits. We need to understand that the only limits that we put on ourselves is us. So I was going to use an example to kind of make it a little easier for everyone to wrap their head around. So years ago, I decided that I wanted boots. I wanted nice, tall boots. The nice leather, really pretty, nice leather, tall boots.
Are we getting
and I was
into
like, universe, huh?
Wait,
no. Just to wear with skirts, nothing sexy. But to the knee, nothing above the knee. Although, I've toyed with those, but whatever. I
love how she chose the word toy.
So in any case, I was sitting and I'm like, oh, universe, I really would love some black boots. Some black, and I could see the boots I wanted. I mean, I could see them. I even could feel them on my feet. And it was like, yep, yeah. So, and it was a really funny thing. I was like, universe, I'm ready for boots to wear with my skirts. And I'm not kidding you. So I go out, I had to go do an errand to do something. It wasn't to go look for boots. I knew I didn't have time that day. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I come home, there is a shoebox in front of my door with a note inside. Or these don't fit me. Do they fit you? Go in,
my goodness.
Open it. It was on the box. It's black boots. No joke. Oh, you think that's good? Wait, I'm not even done. By the way, they did. They still fit me very nicely.
Wow.
And thank you, Michelle.
And that was like instant.
So, and then, no joke, about 3 hours later, knock, 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 my neighbor comes over. Krista, I've been going through my closet, and I know you and I are about the same size. I have these 3 pairs of boots that need a new home.
Oh my
Would you
God.
like to, before bring them to Goodwill?
Wow.
Yeah, 2 pair were black, and then 1 pair was brown. All these boots,
wow,
they not look identical, but they were what what I saw.
Wow.
And variations thereof.
That's a perfect example of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Perfect example.
It is. I didn't care how they showed up for me.
Yeah.
Okay, shopping. You know, I know I'll go shopping. I think that day, but I was like, I'm ready for this. I had this one fit, and I was like, it needs boots. You know, you have those outfits. It's like, oh no, that really needs boots. Yeah. And that's where it came from. And so when I was I was very firm and very like, yes, I am ready to receive these. I wasn't questioning myself. I wasn't I wasn't making, I took all stuff that gets in the way, and all I did was say, yes, I'm ready for boots. I'll look great with this outfit. Mm-hmm. And they showed up.
Yep. And on top of that, though, there was no doubt.
I'm saying one, and I got 4.
Universe, I'm ready for these. You know, it wasn't like, I wonder if the universe. No, it's all right, universe, I'm ready for these.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
There was no doubt. I was open and I was ready. So just think that sometimes we need to understand how that works in real situations. So yes.
Yeah. And for each
that's
of
all
you individually, sit back and reverse engineer the last time that you actually manifested something like instantaneously, like Krista just described, right? We've all done it, and we went, oh, what a coincidence, you know, or whatever. But no, reverse engineer it. You know, how were you feeling when you asked, right? I remember there was this one time that I was assisting with a lunchtime seminar, and we were doing a 50-50 raffle, and I had bought some tickets, and then somebody else was buying tickets, and they were like, well, did you sell me the winning ticket? And I'm like, nope, it's right here. And it was.
Wow.
Yeah, I had the winning ticket in that. And it was it wasn't even a doubt. There was no joke about it. I'm like, nope, it's right here. You know, and I was teasing, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, that was the playfulness of it. There wasn't, you know, like significance. Nope, I've got it. You know, I'm not letting it go. Yep. No, it was just I'm dancing in the moment with the person, and I claimed it. And I'll be darned, that was the ticket that won. You know, so
that's great.
Yeah, take about, you know, a few minutes and just kind of think for yourself. The last time that something showed up for you so miraculously, like Krista just demonstrated, what was it like for you? What's your magic for manifesting?
Yeah.
Right? How do you get to that clarity? How do you get to that no doubt? Right?
Yeah.
And how do you play with it? Okay.
And be in a place of optimism.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. And if you need some help reminding yourself about optimism, a pack of stickers will do it. Well, Krista, do you have anything left for us? You muted. There we go.
All right, there we go. Are we on? Am I buffering?
You're good.
I can hear you. There you go. You're moving
again. Oh, am I good? Is it am I up? Is it my segment?
Yep.
Yes, it's yours. Yep. Take it away.
Okay. All right. Oh, wait. I was waiting for my...
All right.
You were waiting for the music?
Poor Krista's on such a delay.
Okay, here we go. Are you guys... I am on a delay. I'm like dancing and I'm listening. It's all good. It's okay. I am all good. All
We're
right.
having fun.
So
We're having fun.
today is Australian agate, right? And I need to show you this. Australian agate is essentially in Australia. Okay, there's nothing like magically different about agate, except that it specifically is from Australia. The deck of cards I want to show you that I pulled it from the Crystal Oracle, and Tony is the creator of it. And this is the card, and I'm only showing you this because I sat with this and I wanted to kind of why I thought this one was, I remember when I pulled, well, I didn't pull it, when Genevieve pulled it and this one popped up, I was like, wow, okay, this is a really specific thing. This is far more specific than even if someone had said, blue lace agate, because agate this is a very general agate, except it's the location. So agate as a whole is just a really, it's a grouping of stones like quartz. And agate, the Australian agate, the words that come up that Tony used, and I'm going to use them because they're absolutely spot on. It's perception, strength, courage, and stamina. And it really is good for the energy that we're in with the Sagittarius new moon. And it's really good because it's also with the gratitude, of it being Thanksgiving this week.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, when you are, it's like all these energies. And the other that I love about agate is it has the flowy bands, if you think about it, of Jupiter. Look at this.
Oh, wow. Yes.
So if you look at this, it has those flowy bands of Jupiter. So if I did it kind of like like that, see the flowy bands of Jupiter, and so it makes me think about planets that are real now, and what Damaris was saying, and how a lot of that Jupiter is a manifester, and it expands our energy. Yeah. And it also, Sagittarius is about being the sage, and then Mercury is about communication. So if you really think, yes, it can all be really yummy, and it can all be this wonderful energy. However, you have to kind of anchor it down. And agate's a really good stone because it can anchor you in to make you physically and emotionally and spiritually feel like you are grounded, no matter what you're saying. Because ultimately, remember, there are going to be people that are going to try to, even in this yummy, fantastic energy, as we are going to go and be grateful for Thanksgiving with family, they're going to try to get your dinner, going to really try to get you something that, here I go. They may say something that spins you up like a top. Yes. Agate's here to remind you, it's okay. Just relax. You don't have to agree with the person, but you don't have to create an argument either. You can just be like, oh, wow, really? That's interesting. Or, oh, thank you. I didn't know that. Or, I never thought of it that way. You don't have to have you can be polite and be nice and let the person feel like they're heard. And still, be like in the back, wow. Okay. That's a conversation I never need to have again. Just don't need to say those words.
I just got a word for a sticker. I got a word for a sticker. Be unmessable with. Like, don't let me mess with you.
Yeah. Unflappable.
Be unmessable. Unflappable.
Unmessable.
Okay. Like unflappable with you.
Yeah,
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like that. But yeah, you need to
this collection
remember
of non-committal acknowledgments. Like that's an interesting world you live in.
Oh, I've been doing this a long time, girl. You need to see me. You haven't seen me in action. You only see me here in action. You haven't had the opportunity to go to a function with me where, you know, I'm like all dressed up, looking really nice. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, that's nice. Because really what I want to do is just knock your teeth out.
We can't let people mess with us, especially when we're trying to be in high vibration.
Yeah. No, you can't.
But you know what?
When you're out there, ultimately,
don't take what Damaris just said to fortify you've always got to be positive. No, you don't. But you don't have to be rude either.
No, you don't. No. You can be, just because you're polite and because you're kind, do not confuse that forever weakness.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm. If y'all remember Suzanne Sugarbaker.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's so funny. So funny.
Oh, yeah.
Just remember that.
Yeah, I love that.
No, I don't. I
see now my non-committals usually come across a little more judgmental. You know, like mine come out like, I'm so glad I don't live your life.
Oh my God, Gayle.
Well, that's gonna be
I can't say that
for you.
Gayle is too funny. She is too funny.
I'm a little more surface Suzanne Sugarbaker.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it's all good. You know, and there are times where I probably come off as being far more bristly than always polite.
Sometimes we have
and that's okay too.
Seriously.
Absolutely. Yeah. But I'll bet you know you would.
Yeah, when my eyes
graduate from the Queen Elizabeth School of Charm with flying colors, because you have that way of being able to be gracious without having an opinion about it.
Yeah. Publicly. Yes.
So funny.
Behind closed doors, it's another man. It can be another matter altogether.
Right. Yeah.
It really can. But yeah, no, use or think about agate and pick which one. Here's the cool thing about it being Australian agate. I guess I love the most is the Aussies are really they're great at saying what it is that they mean. They're very good at it. So just in the back of your mind. And don't always know that if an Australian is telling a story, a very good yarn.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, it could be a tall fish story. Don't confuse a good story with too many facts, people. I learned that from a very, very good retired Navy chief. Yep.
Excellent.
All righty, Gayle, it's your turn because I am on such a delay.
Well, then I will talk to you all a little bit about our Coven of Joy. As I said at the beginning of the show, we did our Moon and Woo yesterday, and that is one of the perks of the Amethyst level, which costs about, $15 a month? But you can get in for as little as $4 a month at our Patreon, and still some amazing perks. Totally worth the Amethyst level, though. I'm just saying. But yeah. Join us over at Patreon. Be part of our Coven of Joy. Every other week, on Monday mornings, we do what's called the Moon and Woo, talking about whatever phase that moon is going to be going into in the coming week, whether it's full moon, new moon, where it's going, what it's for, how you can use it best to manifest, and so on. So that alone, even 1 week, can be like worth the money that you paid for the entire year to be a part of that group, depending on, what kind of money you're trying to manifest. Right? So yeah, we love to have you on over there. Come on in and join the Coven of Joy. We do a lot of laughing.
Yes, we do.
Isn't this a good one? Being the source of love, wealth, acceptance, and courage. Oh my gosh. So you remember earlier when I was talking about, Damaris and manifesting and, yeah, we want more money, but why do you want more money? Right. And not just the things that you're going to buy or what you're going to pay for, but what feeling are you actually purchasing with that money? Right.
Yep.
So that's where we're going to get into talking a little bit about these other background feelings, right? The love, the wealth, the acceptance, the courage, right? So, being the source of those things. Now, don't mistake that there is one source in the universe, right? But that one source doesn't have hands. That one source doesn't have mouth. That one source doesn't have feet, okay? So you want to position yourself to be the physical world source, the portal that the source works through to put those things into the world, right? To be loving, to be accepting, and so on, right? So really take a second to look at what does that feel like to be love? Right? What are the actions that you take when you're being loving? Right? Similarly, same thing with wealth. Okay. So maybe some of us have always lived in poverty. We don't really know what it's like to feel wealthy, but bullshit. Yes, you do. Okay. Because you've watched shows and you've watched movies and you've watched other people where you just can look at them and go, they're wealthy. You know it, right? Hopefully Crystal will be coming back. Right? So
you having issues.
There's a certain air about it, right? What is that feeling? And can you step into that feeling of wealth? I'll give you a little story about that. I was doing the advanced money book with Access Consciousness. We had a little book group kind of thing. And I was not feeling wealthy at all. I was very worried about the rent coming up and so on and so forth. So I started doing this. And in the past, a lot of times, like I had done different programs like 4T with Unity Church, that every time that I started doing these prosperity programs, my brain would focus on what I didn't have. And I would create more of not having.
Yes.
And none of them worked for me. They would actually work in the opposite, right? But this advanced money course I was doing, it had just thinking differently about such things and thinking about things in a wealthy way. Like if you were just a pass through, for example, you found a lot of old furniture, right? And you did a little research and found out, oh, these are antiques, and found a place that they could be sold as antiques, right? That's a wealth mindset, how you can transfer something that you don't want into something you do want by getting it to someone who does want it, right?
Yeah. So
you take on these attitudes of wealth. And I walked into a Walmart one day, and I had my purse in my cart and I'm just walking through and I hear these two teenage girls next to me say, "That lady got money." And I was just like, oh, well, isn't that interesting? By holding these wealth ideas in mind, I'm occurring in the world as if I've got money. And my wealth factor did increase. I mean, I was starting to attract a little bit more because I was willing to attract a little bit more, right? I was thinking differently. I wasn't focused on, I don't have this. I was focused on how can I get what I want by helping other people get what they want.
That's awesome.
Wealth mindset, right?
That's awesome.
So those are the things that I want you all to like get into this week, is really kind of reverse engineering this. You know, how do people who are wealthy think? How do people who are wealthy feel about things, right? And you might be surprised to find out that wealthy people are not the villains that we've seen in movies. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, they're very nice people, very good manners, very polite, very, you know, like they want to help people from their core, right? Yeah. Now, they may have to make just hard decisions and have boundaries that some of us don't have. And that may make them come across like, you know, they're mean because they're not giving you what you want. Mm-hmm. But that has really nothing to do with the wealth mindset that you can absorb from them to take that on, right? Similarly with courage. Courage is just scared shitless and willing to take action. That's all courage is, right? That's all.
That is hilarious.
It's true too. Yeah. Write that one down, Damaris.
Yes.
Courage is just scared shitless but willing to take action. All right. And that's, you know, that's all you need to be. And then this Australian agate, you know, the strength and the courage, that can really, really be beneficial to you. And there's some beautiful stuff out there that I saw when I was doing the videos today. It's an aqua aura agate. So it's got this overlay that's just rainbow.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. So if you can find some of that, grab some of that too, because that adds to it as well. But that strength and that banded together, you know, when you see that agate, in fact, let me give you this. Okay. Look at this. It's banded, but it's smooth. You're not breaking apart at the edge, right? You're not breaking those things apart. It's bonded. It is solid, you know, and maybe have a variation color-wise, but there's no delineation between those bands. That is grounded, that is solid, and that is anchoring you. No matter what the rainbow of colors of emotions that you've got flowing through you, all of it works together, right? So there's that strength, there's that courage, and the perception can be flowing, no problem, right?
Awesome.
So that's where we want to stay centered this week, being that portal for the universe to bring love into the world, to bring wealth into the world, including your life.
Yeah.
Right? Not just making money for other people, but including your life. To bringing opportunities to take action, even though you're afraid and the situation may be a huge risk, so it seems to you, right? So go ahead this week into those realms, right? Take a look at what it is that you need to focus your brain on and focus your heart feeling on in order to have more of that in your life. Now, that said, and every bit of that aside, I want to encourage everybody this Thanksgiving, okay? You don't have to be right. You don't have to be right. Yeah. You can be right. You don't have to be right, okay? So give a little space for your crazy ass relatives to think they're right for an hour or two, even though you know better, okay? You don't have to dominate and get into the toe-to-toe.
Yeah.
that we
Power
find
struggles.
many times happens at Thanksgiving. Keep in mind that this may be the first time in 2 years you've been able to get together with people that you love and that you don't like so much.
Yeah.
All right. Stay focused on the people that you love. Stay focused on the gratitude of the day, and stay focused on the fact that you have far more at your fingertips than you could ever possibly truly need if you're looking in the right direction.
Yeah.
All right. So happy Thanksgiving. Happy
Awesome.
Thanksgiving. All right. So today's card of the day is the Five of Wands. Now, this may feel like a dance to you. This may feel like a fight to you. Okay. But the fact of the matter is that in this scuffle, in this little bit of chaos, right, you have the tools that you need. You will be just fine. All right. You have everything that you need to come through all of this. The victor. All right. Whether it's a celebratory dance or whether it's you trying to get through your own battles, right? Yeah. You have what it takes and you will be victorious. All right. So right now is the time for you to look real clearly about what it is that you want more of in your life, so that today and tomorrow you can be writing those things down, and then look for those things, especially on Thursday, on Thanksgiving, when you're already primed to be grateful, and allow those things to rise up and to be a part of your life. All right. Now let's say congratulations to today's Woo Woo giveaway winner, Patricia Crawford. Thank you for being part of Three Crones and the Woo Woo. Now you can reach out to Damaris or Krista or myself to receive your gift. And for those of you who don't know how this goes, each week, one of us gives away a 30-minute reading to whoever won. So if you pick me, it'll be an intuitive tarot reading. If you pick Damaris, it will be a numerology reading. And if you pick Miss Krista, it will be a crystal reading. So just make your choice and reach out to any of us in Messenger and say, I chose you. And we'll get you into our scheduling calendar as soon as we possibly can. And for all of the rest of you who watch from week to week, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you being here. All right. Now, once again, Damaris, do you have any final words before we go? We're a little bit over time, but anything else to say?
Let's see. Stay safe. And Tracy, just, safe travels, and enjoy family, enjoy friends. Like Gayle was saying earlier, 2 years ago, we couldn't get together with people. We have to really be in a place of grace and gratitude in order to manifest whatever it is that we want to manifest. So stay in gratitude really is my message.
Awesome. Awesome stuff. All right, my lovelies, thank you so much for being part of Three Crones in the Woo Woo once again this week. And thank you to all of our contributors and supporters. Have a phenomenal, phenomenal Thanksgiving wherever you are in the world. And, even if you're not in America, take a day just to be grateful. Yes. Thanks so much for being here with us. Bye. Bye.